This conference will now be recorded.
So today topic is measures of dispersions, and this is the next topic of measures of central tendency. Are you మీకు కనపడుతుందమ్మా? జ్యోతి ప్రకాష్ వినపడుతుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది సార్. వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఓకే. టుడే టాపిక్ ఈజ్ మెజర్స్ ఆఫ్ డిస్పర్షన్స్. మీకు తెలిసిన టాపిక్ ఒకసారి మెజర్స్ ఆఫ్ డిస్పర్షన్స్ ఏమి ఉంటాయి చెప్పండి.
Range, standard deviation,
Coefficient of variation and variance, right?
yes sir.
Okay. Measures of dispersion contains first one is range, next one is quartiles, third one is variance, fourth one is standard deviation, and fifth one is coefficient of variation. మనం ఈ టాపిక్ ఇంతకు ముందు డిస్కస్ చేసాము, బట్ షెడ్యూల్లో ఈ టాపిక్ ఉంది మీకు. ఈరోజు ఈ టాపిక్ డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. Some new added some things are quartiles, one thing you doesn't know, and coefficient of variation also you doesn't know. So the measures of dispersion or measures of deviation contains first one is range, second one is quartiles, third one is variance, fourth one is standard deviation, and fifth one is coefficient of variation. Go for the summary of definitions. The measures of dispersion shows how the data is spreaded or scattered around the mean. See, what is the dispersion? What is the deviation between the variables and variables? The clean and clear summary is the measures of dispersion shows how the data is spread or scattered around the mean. The second point is the measures of location of central tendency is a central value that the data values group around. It gives an average value. The measures of location or central tendency is a central value. See, measures of central tendency ఏముంటాయేమో measures of central tendency లో ఒకసారి చెప్పండి. Anybody? Mean,
median, mode.
Those are things are measures of central tendency. It gives the central value or average value of the entire distribution. That is the measures of central tendency. Measures of dispersion, it gives the deviation between the variable to variable. The third point is new point. The measures of skewness is how symmetric or not that distribution of data value is. మీకు మా PPT కనిపిస్తుందామా మీ ల్యాప్టాప్స్ లో?
Yes sir.
Okay. The third point is the measure of skewness is how symmetric or not the distribution of data is. The measures of skewness is how symmetrical or not the distribution of data values is provided in the summary. These are the 3 points for summary of definitions. The next slide, measures of dispersions. Measures of dispersions and the measures of variations are same. Measures of dispersions and antamu ledante measures of variation and antamu. ఈ రెండు అర్థాలు ఒకటే. These are the same meaning between measures of dispersions and measures of variation. Measures of variation contain range, variance, standard deviation, and coefficient of variation. See the diagram. Same center, different variation. See the dotted line. This is center, different variations between positive skewness and negative skewness. Measures of variation give information on the spread or variability or dispersion of the data values. Measures of variation gives the information on the spread or variability. Variability spreaded around the positive or negative gives the same center different variation. See the here two bell-shaped curves. One is closed standard deviation. This is the P, and another one is entire cover the distribution. This is broad standard deviation line. Okay. అర్థమవుతుందమ్మా? అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
మళ్ళీ ఓకే. Measures of variation give information on the spread or variability or dispersion of the data values. This is a two types of small examples for bell-shaped curves. The first one is measures of dispersion. The first one is range. You know the range formula? You know the range formula? ఒకసారి చెప్పండి range formula ఏంటో. మీకు కనబడుతుంది range equals to
Largest observation minus smallest observation.
largest value minus smallest value. The simplest measure of dispersion difference between the largest and the smallest value is called the range, right? So range equals to formula. Here small example 1 to 13 values. So 13 minus 1, that is the 12, is the range. This is the one small example for measures of dispersion range. Next slide వెళ్ళమంటారమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A range is not suitable for the largest value, ignores the way in which data are distributed. Only range calculates the smallest value and largest value. Largest value minus smallest value. It takes only two values for entire distribution. That says that ignores the way in which data are distributed. Ignores the way in which data are distributed. This is the best examples. Sensitivity to outliers and range is 12 minus 7, that equals to 5. 12 minus 7, that equals to 5. Here see the values, dotted values 7 to 12. Here one value, one value, one value, one value, one value. 12 minus 7, that equals to 5. Here 8, 9 having no values. But here also range equals to 5. That is the problem for the range. Range is only considered two values per entire distribution, not considered the whole values. That is the major drawback for the measures of dispersion range. See the ignores the way in which data are distributed range and sensitive to outliers 1 to 5. The smallest value is 1, largest value is 5. 5 minus 1 equals to 4. Here, the largest value is 1, the highest value is 120, the range is 119, but values are almost same. Sensitive to outliers. This is the best example for range, how to back calculated the distribution. See here the distribution of marketable wealth, lower boundaries and upper boundaries. Lower boundaries always 0, upper boundaries is 4 crores or 4 lakhs. This is the main drawback for the range. This is the another example. The next one is quartile deviation or quartile measures. See the quartile measures. See every distribution having 100%, 1 to 100, we have to equal 4 parts, 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. That is first quarter is Q1, second quarter is Q2, that is the midpoint of the entire distribution. Another quarter is Q3, that is the third distributed quarter. The first quartile, see the first point, the first quartile Q1 is the value for which 25% of the observations are smaller and 75% is larger. Only you have to take the 25% in the entire distribution, that is the very smaller, because of 75% is large. We know that. Second point is quartile 2 is the same as the median. We know the measures of central tendency, mid value or median value, entire distribution, half of the part is another side, half of the part is another side. You take the mid value, that is the median. This is part Q2 is also distributed same thing. Q2 is the same as the median. That is 50% of the observations are smaller and 50% of the observations are larger. And third point is only 25% of the observations are greater than the third quartile. This is the 3 quarters, that is quartile measures how to divide the parts of the deviation. You have to divide the parts, equal parts, 25%, 25%, 25%, and again 25%. This is the quartile measures of locating quartiles. Find a quartile by determining the value in the appropriate position in the ranked data, whereas first quartile position Q1 formula is n plus 1 by 4, that is ranked value. Second quartile you take the Q2 n plus 1 by 2, that is half of the part. Third quartile position Q3 equals to 3n plus 1 by 4, where n is the number of observed values. Total number of values is called small n. Small n is the number of observed values. This is the quartile measures locating quartiles. One sample data like array, you take the 9 values n equals to 9, Q1 is the 9 plus 1 by 4, that is the 2.5 position of the ranked data. So use the value half y between the second and third quartile. So Q1 equals to 12.5. Q1 and Q3 are measures of non-central location. Q2 is the median, is the measures of central location. Okay. See how to find out the Q1, Q2, Q3. Here the clear discussion. N equals to 9. Q1 equals to 9 plus 1 by 4. 2.5 position of the ranked data is 12.5. 9 plus 1 by 2. That is the 5th position of the ranked data is Q2. The quartile Q1 is the 2.5. That is 9th value. 9 plus 1 by 4, that is the 2.5 position of the ranked data. That is 12 and 13. 12 and 13, you take the 12 and 13 plus 3. 12 and 13 divided by 2, that is the 12.5 for the Q1 value. Q2 is the middle value. 1, 2, 3, 4. Middle value is 16. Q3, last quarter, we have to take the 18 and plus 21. 18 plus 21 divided by 2, that is 19.5. Here, the last conclusion is Q1 and Q3 are measures of non-central location. Q2 median is a measures of central tendency. Some of the rules for quartile measures of calculation rules. When calculating the ranked quotient, use the following rules. If the result is a whole number, then it is the ranked quotient to use. If the first result is a fractional half, for example 2.5, 7.5, 8.5, etc., then average the two corresponding data values. See, when calculating the ranked quotient, use the following rules. The first one is, if the result is whole number, then it is the ranked quotient to use. But here we cannot take that quotient if the result is a fractional halves. That is the main drawback in quartile deviation or quartile measures. If the result is not a whole number or fractional half, then round the result to the nearest integer to find the ranked quotient. If the result is not a whole number or a fractional half, then round the result to the nearest integer to find the ranked quotient. That is the third point. Quartiles of wealth. Here, this is a small example for quartile deviation. The lower bound yellow line is the lower and middle line is Q2. The interquartile range is difference between Q1 and Q3. Cumulative frequency, taking some examples for quartile. The interquartile range, IQR, quartile measures called as interquartile range. That is called IQR. The IQR Q3 minus Q1 and the measures the spread in the middle 50% of the data. The second point is the IQR interquartile range is a measure of variability that is not influenced by outliers or extreme values. Measures like Q1 and Q3 and IQR that are not influenced by the outliers are called resistant measures. This is the interquartile range outline. These 3 points. Calculating the interquartile range. Example, see, first 25% is minimum. The second 25 and third 25 is the Q2, that is the median, that is the half, is called interquartile range. See the diagram. Amma meeku diagram artham avutunda? Meeku diagram artham avutunda?
Yes, sir.
Yes, here taking the middle quartile, that is interquartile range, 57 to 30, that equals 27. It takes the only mid part of the 50%, 25% and 25%, that is called Q2. Minimum and maximum. Minimum value is 12. Here the example in previous slides, minimum value is 12, maximum value is 70. This is the graphical display of the box plot or box and whisker diagram. This is called the box plot diagram, a graphical display of the data. 25% smallest and largest, Q1, Q2, Q3. The C, Q1 and Q3, 25%, 25%, and Q2 is the median, a graphical display. Previous is example for the box plot. This is the box plot for graphical display. వినపడుతుందా మనం చెప్పేది?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
చెప్పండి అమ్మా. Okay. The box plot and whisker diagram, a graphical display of the data for box plot. Shape of box plot. This is the shape. If data are symmetric around the median, then the box and central line are centered between the endpoints. A box plot can be shown in either a vertical or horizontal orientation. This is the important one. See the distribution of shape and distribution of the shape and the box plot. See here a negative skewed. This is the box. The bell-shaped curve is right side shaped, that is called negative skewed, and positively skewed left side, and symmetrical distribution, and means equal distribution between the entire distribution, that is called symmetrical distribution. That is one is middle diagram. Negative skewed and positive skewed, the middle one is symmetrical diagram, symmetrical skewed diagram, that is called equal distribution of entire right side and left side of the bell-shaped curve. This is the box plot, small example for the following. data. Smallest value and largest value 0, 2, 3, 5. Q3 0, 2, 3, 5. This is positively skewed. See, left side data will be skewed, that is positive skew. This is the example for previous slide. Okay, see the positively skewed in previous slide. This is the example. The 0, 2 and 3 and 5. These are the values skewed around the left side. The data are positively skewed. The largest value is 27, smallest value is 0. But first quarter is Q1 equals to 2, second quarter Q2 is 3, third quarter Q3 is 5. So 0, 2, 3, 5, those are values, and half of the 75% of the values are skewed around the left side. That is called positive skewed quartile deviation. This is the outliner for the box plot diagram. The box plot below of the same data shows the outlier values of 27 plotted separately. A value is considered an outlier if it is more than 1.5 times the interquartile range below Q1 or above Q3. This is the example for the box plot outlier. See the important one, your examination point of view also important one. In measures of dispersion, these 5 are important, but in examination point of view, you write only range, standard deviation and variance. This is the formula, please write down the formula. Measures of dispersion, the variance, average of squared deviations of values from the data. Sample variance, see, you have to use sigma or S for the sample variance. S square equals to summation, you know the summation symbol, summation I runs from 1 to n, xi minus x bar. X bar and ఏంటమ్మా ఇక్కడ? Here x bar
Average.
X bar is average or mean, arithmetic mean. N equals to sample size. Xi is the ith value of the variable x. This is the variance formula. S square equals to summation I runs from 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1. Average approximately square deviation of values from the mean. That is the sample variance. X bar equals to arithmetic mean. N equals to sample size. Xi equals to ith value of the variable x. The sample variance with frequencies. This is the another formula for with frequencies. Only values. This formula. Another formula is with frequencies summation x square into f divided by n minus f means frequency divided by n minus 1 into x bar square. X bar equals to arithmetic mean, n equals to sample size. Xi is the ith value of the variable x. F equals to frequency. See, మనకి ఎప్పుడు కూడా మనకు తెలిసినటువంటి పాపులేషన్ వేరియన్స్, we are not using sample variance, we are using always population variance. That is called, the symbol is called sigma. You know the symbol, this formula, you know the formula, sigma equals to summation I runs from 1 to n xi minus mu whole square divided by n. Mu equals to population mean, n equals to population size, xi equals to ith value of the variable x. This is called for a population variance denoted as sigma, sigma square. The average of square deviation of values from the mean, population variance equals to sigma square equals to summation I runs from 1 to n xi minus mu whole square divided by n. Mu is the population mean, n is the population size, xi is the ith value of the variable. See, the important one is the measures of dispersion. Standard deviation. Standard deviation for sample is called as sample standard deviation. You know the formula, square root of summation I runs from 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1. This is the important formula for measures of dispersion. You calculate the measures of dispersion, you must know the formula sigma equals to sample standard deviation. You take the smallest, population standard deviation, you take the sigma. Sigma equals to, formula is same, anywhere formula is same, square root of I runs from 1 to n, summation I runs from 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1. See, first point is, most commonly used measures of variation shows variation about the mean is the square root of the variance, has the same units as the original data. That is, has the same units as the original data. You have to clear cut variation between the variable to variable. The best one is measures of dispersion, that is nothing but standard deviation. Most commonly used measures of variation, that is standard deviation, shows the variation about the mean is the square root of the variance, has the same units as the original data. This is the formula. Sample space, you have to take the sample standard deviation that equals to square root of summation I runs from 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square divided by n minus 1. You take the population standard deviation. Most commonly used, first point is most commonly used measures of variation. First one is shows the variation about the mean. It is the square root of the population variance. Is the square root of the population variance, has the same units as the original data. Population standard deviation is called as sigma equals to square root of summation I runs from 1 to n xi minus mu whole square by n. Here mu is nothing but population mean x bar. Approximating the standard deviation from a frequency distribution. Approximation of the standard deviation from a frequency distribution. Assume that all values within each class interval are located at the midpoint of the class. Square summation sample standard deviation s equals to square root of summation xi minus x bar whole square into frequency f divided by n minus 1. This is the frequency distribution standard deviation, approximating the standard deviation from a frequency distribution. Assume that all values within each class intervals are locating at the midpoint of the class. That is, n equals to number of values or sample size, x equals to midpoint of the class, f is the number of values in the jth class. This is the clear-cut summary of measures of central tendency. See the range formula, standard deviation for population, and variance formula. These are the 4 formulas for measures of dispersion. The important formulas for the summary of measures of dispersion formulas: range, standard deviation for sample space and population, and variance for sample. How to calculate the standard deviation steps for calculating the standard deviation. The first point is calculate the difference between each value and the mean. Second point, square each difference. Third point, add the square differences. Fourth one is divided the total by n-1, get the sample variance. Take the square root of the sample variance to get the sample standard deviation. This is the important steps how to calculate the measures of dispersion standard deviation. Standard deviation, you have to calculate the standard deviation. First, you have to calculate the mean value, and then you have to square each difference between the mean value and observed value. Third one, add the square differences. Divide the total by n-1 to get the sample variance. Take the square root of the sample variance to get the sample standard deviation. See the example. Please write the example and calculate. Calculate measures of dispersion or measures of standard deviation 10, 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 18, 24. Here, how many values are there? Any values on Yama?
8, sir.
N equals to
8, sir.
8 values.
8, sir.
8. Okay. Mean calculate చేసి చెప్పండి. Sum of observations by number of observations. Mean equals to. Calculate చేసి చెప్పండి.
Sixteen, sir. 16, sir. 16.125.
Okay. See the solution. S equals to n equals to 8. Mean x bar equals to 16. The formula apply చేస్తే వచ్చిన వాల్యూ 4.30. మీరు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసి చెప్పండి. 4.30 వచ్చిందా? Summation xi minus x bar whole square value is 130.
Yes, sir. 4.30.
4.309. Okay. A measure of the average scattered around the mean. See some another example. Upper boundaries and lower boundaries. This is the another example for frequency distribution. After the session, you download the PPT and see the detailed view. Okay. See the comparing the deviations. See the one example, data set A and data set B, data set C. See here three data sets having mean value is 15.5. ఈ మూడు డేటా సెట్స్ లో కామన్ గా ఉన్న వాల్యూ ఏంటమ్మా? ఒకసారి చూడండి, 3 డేటా సెట్స్ చూడండి ఒకసారి. Data set A, mean standard deviation. Data set B, mean standard deviation. Data set C, mean standard deviation. ఇక్కడ ఈ మూడు డేటా సెట్స్ లో వాల్యూస్ డిఫరెన్స్ గా ఉన్నాయి, అబ్జర్వేషన్స్ డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉన్నాయి. అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తున్నారా?
Yes, sir.
మీన్ వాల్యూ మాత్రం సేమ్ వస్తుంది. మీన్ 15.5, ఇయర్ మీన్ 15.5, మీన్ 15.5. బట్ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్స్ మాత్రం మారిపోతున్నాయి చూడండి. Yes, standard deviation is 3.3, 0.92, 4.5. See, the values are scattered, or mean value 11 దగ్గర ఒక వాల్యూ ఉంటే 16 దగ్గర 2 వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి, 17 దగ్గర ఒక వాల్యూ ఉంది, 21 దగ్గర. సో హియర్ 3.38, 14 దగ్గర ఒక వాల్యూ, 15 దగ్గర 3, 16 3, 17 1. Here 0.926 means అన్ని దగ్గరగా ఉన్నాయి వాల్యూస్. ఎల్లో చూడండి, డేటా సెట్ ఎల్లో వాల్యూస్ దగ్గరగా ఉన్నాయి. సో స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ వాల్యూకి మధ్యలో డీవియేషన్ పెద్దగా ఏమీ లేదు, 0.926 వచ్చింది. బట్ ఇక్కడ వాల్యూస్ కి చాలా డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది. సో స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ S = 3.3 వచ్చింది. ఇక్కడైతే 11 to 21, ఇక్కడ చాలా డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంది. సో స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ 4.5. హియర్ ఎల్లో ఇస్ ద క్లోజ్డ్ 14 to 17 మధ్య వాల్యూస్ ఉంది కాబట్టి 0.926 వచ్చింది. బట్ యావరేజ్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ సేమ్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద మెజర్స్ ఆఫ్ డిస్పర్షన్ కంపేరింగ్ విత్ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్. ఓకే, ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ అర్థమైందమ్మా? మళ్ళీ చెప్పమంటారా?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. See the measures of dispersion comparing standard deviations. See the smaller standard deviation, small bell-shaped curve, and larger standard deviation. This is the large shape. Larger standard deviation ఇంతకు ముందు చూసాం మనం డేటా సెట్ C లో. Larger standard deviation 11 to 21 we are having values, that is called larger standard deviation. ఈ లార్జ్ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ కి వస్తుంది. అదే స్మాలర్ స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ అన్నప్పుడు we see the 0.926, 40 to 17 మధ్యనే వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి, that is smaller standard deviation. This is the two bell-shaped curves for the examples of two standard deviations. The overall summary, the more the data are spread out, the greater the range, variance and standard deviation. The second point is, the less the data are spread out, the smaller the range, variance and standard deviation. If the values are all the same, no variation, all these measures will be zero. None of these measures ever negative. These are the main summary measures of dispersion, summary characteristics. These are the 4 important characteristics. The first one is, the more the data are spread out, the greater the range, variance and standard deviation. The more the data spread out, greater the range, variance and standard deviation. The second point is, the less the data are spread out, the smaller the range, variance and standard deviation. If the values are all the same, no variation, all these measures will be zero. Here, standard deviation are measures of dispersion. None of these measures are ever negative. Negative ane value ne, none of negative values in measures of dispersion. Measures of dispersion, the coefficient of variation. See, measures relative variation. Second point, always in percentages. Third point, shows the variation relative to mean. Fourth point, can be used to compare the variability of two or more sets of the data measured in different units. Coefficient of variation is sample space S by X bar mean, or coefficient of variation equals to SD by mean, SD by X bar, or sigma by X bar. See, coefficient of variation formula is CV equals to sigma by mu or X bar. This can be used to compare two distributions directly to see which has more dispersion, because it does not depend on units of the distribution. See some examples of two stocks. They can take in the one stock average price last year and the standard deviation is 5. Standard deviation is 5 divided by average equals to 50, that is 10%. Another stock is 100 by 5, that is 5%. Both stocks have the same standard deviation, but stock B is less variability related to its price. Coefficient of variation, some small example, sigma by mu, that is 1.7. The standard deviation is 1.75 of the mean. See the notations: sample statistics versus population parameters. The mean you have to calculate population parameter ఉన్నప్పుడు mu అని పిలుస్తాము. Sample statistics, you have to calculate the sample statistics X bar, called as X bar. See here the notations. What is the mean? Called as mu, X bar, variance is sigma square and S square, standard deviation equal to sigma, are notated as S. This is the parameters. This is the pitfalls in numerical descriptive measures. Data analysis is objective, should report the summary measures the best describe and communicate the important aspects of the data set. That is, data analysis is objective. Data analysis is objective, should report the summary measures that best describe and communicate the important aspects of the data sets. That is the data analysis objective. Data interpretation is subjective, that should be done in fair, natural and clear manner. You have to calculate the measures of dispersions. Ethical considerations, numerical descriptive measures should document both good and bad results, should be presented in a fair, objective and natural manner. Third one, should not use inappropriate summary measures to distort facts. These are the three ethical considerations. See, this is the measures of dispersion. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, how many present? Here 136, showing the 136 will be right now they are present. Time ఎంత ఉంది? చెప్పండి. హలో అమ్మ, వినపడుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. వినిపిస్తుంది.
Okay, any doubts about the session?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.